Hey guys, it's that one lost nerd again, and today we're going to be reviewing Lube Unicorn from the SD Gundam series Sangoku Soketsuden. So this one is, Lube is based off of one of the main generals of the story called Three Kingdoms. And let's just look at his manual and his box, then we'll look at himself. So first the manual. Nice cool looking manual when you get it out of the box, and you have his anime form. Of course, how to build Lube. We get a really cool picture of Lube using special move. And of course, with the three fractions of the based off of the Three Kingdoms. And then we get some nice shots. Lube in his different forms. And if we get the other partner Gundams that team up with Lube in the show, we get to form a special weapon that you can attach to him. Okay. And then let's look at Lube's Unicorn. Now, Lube Gundam is based off the Unicorn Gundam. You can see right here. Very nice. SD Gundam. SD Gundam World. Sangoku. So it's done. Bandai will be right here. You can see he's from the Green Dragon. More pictures. You can see. Try to focus here. All right, there we go. Lube with his sword in sword form, and then Lube changing his sword into gun form. All right. And then on top, Lube one more time, just like at the bottom. You can see the price tag where I bought it from. Alright, so first let's show him with Don Zhao. The comparison, because Don Zhao is one of his enemies in the Gundam series of Soketsuden. I'm sorry if I am botching that name so much. So let's angle this properly so we can get a good shot. Alright, there we go. So as you see, they're about the same size. Of course, since they're based off of different Gundams, they're going to have different color schemes. Unicorn was white, Don Zhao was a little bit more gray and more darker, so Don Zhao is a little bit covered with black, while Unicorn is doused in white. Alright. So, he does not have the same features of Don Zhao. He does not transform, but his gun does transform. So, we're going to take off his gun very slowly. So, I do not take him apart on camera. Because like I've showed you in many Gundam reviews, some of these Gundams can be temperamental. So, sword form, which is really cool as the transitioning. Then we go like this. His gun form. This is the gun form. And then Lube can hold it if he wants to. Let's show it. I'm going to do the sword, actually. Lube with his sword. There we go. And yeah, that's Gundam Unicorn Lube. So this one was actually a little bit more temperamental than Zhao was, because there were more parts. There weren't now more parts. I'm sorry. Let me rephrase that. They were more temperamental parts to it, especially around putting his legs on and his waist. I had a little bit of difficulty to this. He was a little bit more difficult than Zhao was. I didn't like his stickers. He only had a couple of stickers. I did like his crown piece sticker. That one was better than his crown piece sticker. What I don't like about the Hero Gundams in SD, in the like Sangoku base, like, is the hair pieces. They just don't look natural. Like, I don't know. I'm not a big fan of them. I do like how they want to make them like samurai warlords or Chinese warlords of that era, and that's what they look like. And yeah, they look like the time of what they were supposed to be, what they're supposed to be based off of, but they're not my favorite, but they still do look very cool overall. I definitely suggest you guys to go check out the new animation that's based off of this era. It's a really cool show. This one, they're fighting zombies in the Sangoku era, and it is also based off of the Three Kingdoms, so you will see more Gundams based around the Three Kingdoms. I swear to God, I will try to get most of the Sangoku Three Kingdoms SD Gundams on top of some other SD Gundams. If you guys like them, just let me know. But for all of that, it's time to get into the price range and all the locations where you can find Liu-Bei's Unicorn Gundam. Alright guys, I'll see you in the second part of this video.
So, as you can see here, Liu-Bei is going to start from $10 to $40. Now, $10 is going to be on sites like USAGundamstore.com. There are some other retailer stores that could also sell him, but they are far and few between. Amazon's going to be charging upward a little bit higher. You're going to see a lot of other retail sellers and retailers from Amazon to sell it a little bit on the higher end. Well, I checked last time, he was probably about $18 to $20. And then bear in mind, just if you're looking on eBay, do not go for like the first one you see. Chances are you might see the most expensive. I've seen people charge him upwards of $40 to $60, which is insane. I wouldn't spend $60 on an SD Gundam, even if it's from the Sangoku era time period storyline. Liu-Bei, if you want it, I would say just start with USAGundamstore.com, then look at Amazon, and if you truly need to if you truly don't trust either one of those, eBay, I guess, is your next best option. But try to like use those websites first before choosing eBay, because eBay might have the higher prices. Well, guys, I hope that helps you, and I will see you guys later. Bye, guys. Remember to stay safe, don't get lost, and stay nerdy. Bye-bye. Hey, guys. So if you guys like this video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Check out all the other social media stuff I have on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. Alright guys, I will check you out later. Bye!